Stu and I met 24 years ago on the internet. We're very early adapters.
Early adapters, early adopters.
Early adapters.
Early adapters, that's a plug that you've got.
Is it? We've got very, very poor vocabulary though, apparently. But when I've got earphones on, I'm also a little bit stiff in the neck. But do you know what I mean?
Are you wearing them wrong?
No, a bit of that goes on when I've got earphones.
Are you confusing earphones with a neck brace? Take your time.
I was thinking about what to go to say a little bit of water there. I drank a little bit of water there, listener.
Hello and welcome to what is going to be the first episode of Empty Nest Full Banter, a podcast made by myself, Stu, and my lovely wife, occasional co-host, Jo.
Hello.
Tell us about...
I don't know why I said that like that.
Yeah.
Hello. Very gentle.
Hello, head girl.
This is our first episode and we're really excited to be here, aren't we, Stu?
We're ever so excited to be here, even though it's our kitchen.
Okay, we are in our kitchen and we're here often, if I'm honest. But we're excited to be here chatting to you, the listener. And you viewers, all of you, probably none. But who knows? Let's hope there are some. Lovely to see you, listener, anyway.
You went to be just to be clear, you won't be seeing the listener. They can see us if they follow on YouTube.
Oh, if you follow on YouTube, you will be able to see us. Yes. That'll be the viewer.
Because we will be available on all the podcasts. Wherever you get your podcasts,
you'll find us there.
You will find us there.
And of course on YouTube.
In your ear.
For the viewer.
Jo, apart from being head girl, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name's Jo. I'm Stu's wife, as he's already said. We've been together for 24 years, married for 18 of those. I have 2 grown-up children. Stu has been a fantastic stepdad to those for all of this time. I'm hoping it will continue into the future, but let's see how the podcast goes.
I'm going to divorce the children.
So the children have their own dad as well. They have a great relationship with him, and the 3 of us muddle along, co-parenting the 2 children who are
it's a little bit of a 3-parent family. It's very modern.
Very modern, but it seems to have worked. We've been doing it for a long time. Oh, Stu and I met 24 years ago on the internet. We're very early adapters.
Early adapters, early adopters.
Early adapters.
Early adapters. That's a plug that you've got.
Is it early adopters?
This is an early adopter. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're very tech savvy. Very tech savvy with our early adaptation.
We've got very, very poor vocabulary though, apparently.
Poor vocabulary, apparently.
Sorry, we met on an online dating website 24 years ago, so we were very early adopters.
When the internet was young and a very different place, a place of innocence.
An innocent place.
Yeah, I'm Stu. I am a one-time co-host, occasional husband, and I am a techie. I've been a computer programmer all my career, and most recently I have sort of gone off in my own direction because I declared myself unemployable. If you are a future employer listening to this, please disregard all of these statements. Because I've clearly decided to go back and work for somebody else. But right now, I'm working for myself, doing interesting things, and playing podcasts with my lovely wife.
So why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this? Well, we've been rehearsing our podcast chat for 24 years. We didn't realise it, but there's lots of ridiculous conversations, and we thought, do you know what? We have such a laugh all the time there. It'd be fun to just record it and share it with other people.
And see if anybody else
thinks
funny. I'm sorry if you don't. Apologies in advance if you don't.
If you don't, turn off now. We're just going to talk about daily life, things that amuse us, things that interest us, nonsense and silly stuff, as well as maybe the occasional more serious topic.
I think we're probably going to chat about some of the things that we've seen light-hearted things that have been in the news or that are topical. So
that's something you rub on, isn't it?
Topical. So we're going to talk about some light-hearted things. We might talk about some empty nester stuff because, you know, there may be some empty nesters watching that wonder about how we empty nest through life. But we'll try not to waste your time. We'll try not to give you a bit of a laugh. No, we'll try not to.
We'll try not to give you a bit of a laugh.
Sorry, that
we
came out
won't make you laugh at all.
We won't try to make you laugh.
It's still forming. It's still imagine the Potter's Wheel in Ghost. You know, there's a lot of.
We're at the bottom bit.
Yeah, we're at the bottom
We're just
bit.
at that bottom bit as it starts to form.
Before it gets erotic and it just looks like a lump.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
So that is what Empty Nest Top Banter looks like at the moment. That's who we are.
No, that's not who we are. It's Empty Nest Full Banter.
Oh yeah, I thought Top Banter would have been good as well.
Top Banter, yeah.
But
No, Full Banter.
Empty Nest Full Banter. Come on, Joe, pay attention.
Come on.
Anyway, so that's who we are. Have we said where we are?
We haven't said where we are.
We're in Staffordshire, probably about 20 miles north of Birmingham.
Probably.
What is that?
We're quite lost. Help.
But originally, Stu isn't from the Birmingham area. Stu is from...
I am a Manc lad.
He's a Manc lad. So when we met, he was 85 miles away. But, you know, here we are now, about 20 miles north of Birmingham and have been for a long time. So, are we doing anything else this episode? How was your walk? You had your walk this morning, didn't you?
I put my little jacket on.
Your big puffer?
I put my big puffer on and just a t-shirt.
What was the temperature?
3 degrees.
A t-shirt and a coat? Are you mad? Your mother would have said put a vest on underneath your t-shirt, perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps. I wouldn't say that to you next time.
I don't own any vests.
No, well, I might get you some for Christmas.
So.
No, but...
No, perhaps...
Vest off.
What?
Vest off's a different thing, isn't it? That would be a different situation. Vest off.
Shocking.
Shocking
smut.
Well, smut, bit of smut.
Elder smut. Elder smut, get your vest off.
That's almost
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts when you're like, oh gosh, I know what's that?
Get your vest off, get the liniments out.
Or I think also you'd have got the choice of vests, haven't you? You know, can you wear the spring vest tonight? Would that be how that would go? The
I think.
Please could you wear your spring vest tonight?
You know, the one that sends me bad.
Well, that says me wild. That spring one.
The one that makes me have to adjust me bifocal.
I hope we never end up like that. I know we might.
But don't buy me any vests. Beautiful clisp.
Clisp.
Beautiful clisp.
Beautiful clisp. What is a beautiful? I don't want to know what a beautiful clisp is. You mean a beautiful crisp?
I do mean a beautiful crisp.
November morning.
The sky is blue, the sun is shining, and
birds singing or not completely?
Well, I had my headphones on.
Oh, so you don't know.
So it was a beautiful, clear podcast
in the sunshine.
In the sunshine, and but I was glad of the headphones serve as earmuffs as well,
and slightly more cool, I think.
Slightly more cool than earmuffs.
Would have looked. Yeah. Oh, I think you could probably. You could any sort of earmuff. You could have perhaps perhaps that's another Christmas idea for me. Yeah. A nice, perhaps a floral, not floral.
Floral.
I didn't mean floral.
Tartan.
No, furry. a furry earmuff. So I could get. You've got your thing there. You've got your headphones.
I got my headphones on. I wouldn't be able to wear both of them. I could wear one that way. No, it's front to back. So it's warm my nose and the back of my head while I've got the.
Well, it sounds like a good idea.
So it looks like I've got some sort of octopus on my head.
Excellent idea. Excellent idea.
I think it'll be a trend that I'm setting in 2026.
Just in our local area. Or would you think?
Watch out. You'll all be doing it.
Well, if you try it and it works well, you could perhaps demonstrate it for the listener.
We probably need to keep it under wraps because it's
everybody
patented. You heard it here first. It's mine.
Patented idea.
Yeah.
Mark, good.
The Quadra-Muff.
You are a fool.
That's very.
A fool.
That's for all the people with 4 ears.
God, obviously there are many.
There's a massive untapped market.
Well, I mean,
Nobody's serving the 4-ears community.
somebody might have 4 ears.
Yeah.
So we should not mock anyone that has 4 ears. But anybody
Very bad
that's got,
pun just popped into my head.
but anybody that has 4
back
ears,
here in the final frontier.
that's terrible. I mean, I'm laughing.
It
bad.
is terrible. It's not mine. It's a very old. It's a very
Oh,
old.
is it?
It's a very old Star
Well,
Trek
you could
joke.
have claimed that.
No.
You could have claimed. Well, some of the listeners might not have known about.
No, they might not be as old as that joke. Probably not.
And I was thinking you've got double ears.
Double ears.
But then, to do what you were proposing,
Yeah.
you need an ear on your nose.
An ear in your nose.
And a back ear. So it doesn't work. It didn't work at all. None of it, what you just said. That's the washing machine there.
And at this point, we called a plumber. So one thing that we were discussing the other day was driving tests, because we were discussing driving tests, and we were speculating whether being deaf.
I remember it now.
When you were speculating whether being deaf changed anything about the driving test, whether mainly because we'd seen somebody driving along with headphones on,
Not doing a driving test.
not
They
doing
weren't
driving
driving
test, but
tests,
they
were
were in
just
headphones,
driving.
and we were thinking, is this something that people are allowed to do? Is being able to hear properly something that affects the driving test, or anything like that in any way you would expect?
So
we don't know the answer to
But
the
we
question.
don't know. We
the
don't know
answer to the
whether
question.
it is legal or not to wear headphones when you're driving, because as I say,
Do we need to call in an expert on this?
oh, I'm not sure. We perhaps could call in an expert, but I'm just wondering. I think actually, coming back to this from a serious point of view, I think if you were deaf, obviously you'd have to declare that on your form, and there's probably,
You would have to declare that.
you would declare that on your application form.
Just like a blind person. Just like a blind
In the
person.
way a blind person would have to declare it.
They would have to declare it.
You would have to declare it, and you would have a special test with a special.
It would be a very
examiner.
special test for a blind person.
A blind person wouldn't be able to take a test. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought about that.
No.
I was so engrossed about what we were going to say next. I didn't think about the
Right.
reality of
Okay.
what you actually said there, Stuart.
Mm.
I think that anyway, you'd have to tell them whatever your disability
them.
was, you would have to tell them.
You couldn't
But-
keep it under the covers, could you?
But coming back to a self-inflicted deafness, let's call it that. A
Self-inflicted
self-inflicted deafness, where you can be deaf if you want to or not by the use of your earphones. You know, I mean, you can have the completely noise-cancelling ones and everything, can't you?
You can, yeah.
So if you're driving on without, I think that's a danger.
Also, I mean, you wouldn't be able to hear anyone honking
There'd
at
be
you.
no
would you?
horn bibbing. There'd be no, if an ambulance or something
Yeah.
was coming up far behind you, you'd not be able to. I think you'd be dangerous. And if I'm honest, this is a bit silly. I'll perhaps give you that before I start. But when I've got earphones on, I'm also a little bit stiff in the neck. But do you know what I mean? I'm a
Are
bit.
you wearing them wrong?
But perhaps I'm not, because I don't wear them very often.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'm not comfortable. So I've got them on, and I'm a bit. You know, a bit of that goes on when I've got a earphone.
Are you confusing earphones with a neck brace?
I might as well have.
Are you just wearing them around here?
I might as well.
You can't hear anything.
I might as well be wearing a neck brace, because that's how I am with headphones on. You know, I put them on. I wear some headphones when I'm practicing the piano, listener and viewer.
They are wired headphones in that case.
I don't know. It might be that I'm tethered. It's just that whole balancing. You know, I'm a bit
Balancing.
Stuart, I'm a bit stiff in the neck when I've got a hat on. Do you know what I mean? Anything I've got on my head, it's a bit. You got to keep your hat still, haven't you?
I think
Give
you're having
that.
trouble learning how to wear things. If you're balancing your hat on it, maybe you need a larger hat. You just
I don't know. It just feels a bit uncomfortable.
What's going on? just perched there like a fin of a shark.
I'll probably sound a bit silly now, but that's what happens when I've got
Now you
earphones
think.
on. Yeah. No, it's a proper fact. When I've got something balanced on my head, if I've got earphones on or something, I'm just not so flexible in the neck as I normally am. Look at me. I'm like an owl. Normally.
Okay.
For the listener, as opposed to the viewer, I just demonstrated how owly my neck actually is. Well, I mean, we could find out from an expert. See what the expert knows.
Shall we engage the an AI expert to adjudicate and answer our questions when we don't know what the answer is? We're discussing driving tests and driving restrictions. Is there any special consideration for people who are deaf for UK driving, or any restrictions on wearing headphones or playing loud music?
Hello, Joe and Stu.
Hello.
For deaf drivers, there aren't any specific restrictions and they can obtain a full licence. As for headphones or loud music, there's no direct ban, but it's crucial to be aware of your surroundings and avoid any distractions that could impair your driving.
That covers it. That answers the question. Just be sensible.
The only thing, I think, if you had an accident and you had your headphones on,
it probably wouldn't go down well.
It probably wouldn't go down well.
No,
I think if you bumped into somebody and then they could say, "Oh, but you had your headphones on, you weren't paying proper attention." Yeah. Whereas if you've got your loud music on, they probably can't really tell.
Yeah.
But if you'd actually got headphones on, then I think so. Probably when it comes to, so I suggest don't wear your headphones.
Why do men have beards and women don't? I mean, you know. Or less a beard in your case.
Yeah, I do still have some beard bits, but you get some nice old ladies' hairs. So yeah, but I don't know what is the purpose of a beard.
Why would a man have a beard and a lady not? Does a man have a colder chin? Is it because a lady's chin is sort of moving around?
Keeps you warm.
Moving around more.
You're cheeky,
there's more action in a lady's chin, whereas a man's chin is only moving very occasionally.
To say yes, dear.
To say yes, dear.
I think, first of all, that you're very cheeky by for saying that. It's the first thing I think. I don't know. It's like, I think eyebrows are there to stop from, I'd say in the olden days, but in the really olden days, when we first happened, I think it was to stop perspiration running in our eyes. It evolved as that's why we first had eyebrows, I think. But so your eyelashes as well stop the dust going into your eyes, I think.
Yeah,
that's the same thing. So, what's the purpose of a beard? Why do only men have beards and not ladies?
It stops the dust going into your mouth.
I mean, that. Let's get some real facts.
We were wondering why men have beards and why women don't.
What's the purpose of a beard?
Not from a biological, evolutionary point of view. Why have men grown beards and women not?
From an evolutionary perspective, beards may have developed as a signal of maturity and dominance for males, potentially increasing their chances of reproductive success. As women have different reproductive needs, the development of beards was not as advantageous. Does that help clarify things?
Yes, I think we've got it there. That what she's saying is, a man's beard is like a peacock's tail.
I was just thinking exactly that.
Oh, well, there you go, yes.
Exactly like it is your own peacock. Or those other birds that do it.
Those other birds that do.
Some other birds do that, don't they? Yeah. There's that one that does that nice little dance.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
And the hipsters, they've really lent into that.
Yeah, they're peacocking everywhere.
They're peacocking everywhere with their big beardy beards.
Thing, isn't it?
Well, there you go.
However, that's funny though, isn't it? Because
I was thinking that maybe it was because a man might be more likely to get a punch in the face.
What, and stop that deflect?
Yeah.
No. Well, yours would be no good because somebody could still come at you in the cheek, couldn't they?
Yeah, I suppose. The goatee, there's no advantage from that point of view.
But that's interesting, though, isn't it? Because I bet not all women like a beard. Perhaps they did in olden days. Perhaps in olden days. Because not all women like it. I mean, a lot of women like a man clean shaven, don't they?
They do, yeah.
In fact, what I think is interesting is beards have been around for so long now, this latest beard trend. There's so many people that have a partner who they've probably never actually seen their face.
Yes.
That's incredible, isn't it, to think that? They're probably quite scared, some people, if he shaves that off. I might not like him at all.
Yeah, I've only got a goatee because I slip with the shaver and it was on the wrong setting, and
seemed to
and so I'd started up here, and so I went, oh,
Where did you start, Stu, for the listener?
on the side, on my cheek, on the side of the cheek, and I did a bit of a sort of beard mohican, and I went, oh no, well, I'm going to even that up and turn it into a goatee, and it stuck for, oh, I don't know, a year or so now.
A year or so, yeah. He now has his goatee, and I don't see a time when it'll be going anywhere.
No, well, until I slip the next time, and because it could turn into a.
There won't be any episodes.
It
for a
could
couple
be
of weeks then, probably, won't there?
yeah, slip and turn into a German dictator.
And I think if that happens, we'll have to stop a bit.
We'll perhaps
until it
not.
grows back.
We'll perhaps not record any episodes.
Until it grows back.
If that's the case.
Do you know what else I think you might be able to do though, Stuart? And perhaps you should do it once. A Salvador Dali. You know, one of those curly ones. I think if you took this off, took the goatee off,
because a twiddly,
yeah, you would do that.
a silent movie villain
Yeah,
moustache.
I think that might be quite good. Look how wide you've gone there. Though you've gone right out your ears. I wasn't sure if it was going to be.
Oh, I don't know.
No,
well,
a bit more. Aren't they? Isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
mid-cheek.
it would take a while to get to the ears, obviously.
I mean, it probably would take a while to grow, wouldn't it? But
if it was a success just here, then I might just continue, and it would probably just match in with my hair. Then
Yeah.
it would just.
I think you perhaps could do that. I could see you with the Salvador
Okay,
Dali.
would you like that?
No,
I didn't think so.
Don't think so.
No. Okay. Well, I think
is that the end of the episode?
I think that might be. I think that might be the end of the episode. It's been
random.
It's been random. This is the sort of thing that we're gonna do.
We do have 2 more episodes in the bag, and I will say, what? Am I not allowed to say that?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
Well, I was going to say that I hope you find them very entertaining. One of the episodes we've watched 3 times, and when we watch it back, because we watched it to see what we thought of it, turns out we've actually watched it 3 times to see what we think of it, and each time we get quite hooked in, and we look at watching it thinking, oh, I wonder what they're going to say next.
What are they going to say next?
We know what we said next. It was us. But anyway, so if it's okay for us to watch 3 times, you might enjoy it. So we'll see you there next time.
So I think that's all that any of you can stand. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. 3, 2, 1. That's wrong, isn't it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What was that? We should leave that on the end.